Arne Duncan has been back in Chicago since he left Washington in late 2015. He's worked here in violence prevention ever since. Now, about 30 days into the Donald Trump administration, Arne Duncan is speaking out and not holding back.
I'm not a scared guy. As you know, I deal with gun violence every day in Chicago. I'm extraordinarily concerned for our country, for our freedoms, and for our standing in the world.
I hope that the court system is going to allow us to do what we have to do. We got elected to among other things, find all of this fraud, abuse, all of this horrible stuff going on.
Trump is this extraordinary anomaly, this unprecedented force that is disrupting America and sowing chaos. And so this is not about politics or policy. This is really about whether we can preserve our democracy or not. And we're at greater risk of losing our democracy than at any time in our nation's history, frankly, since the Civil War.
People voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for.
Musk is, 10 times smarter than Trump, and he has a set of, his minions, his musketeers, to do his work. And so Trump cannot control Musk, and you can call Musk the co-president. He may well be basically acting as the surrogate president now, and Trump right now has shown no ability or interest in challenging that. He's very strategic. He's very intentional in this. He appoints people who know they're not qualified because that's not important to him. What's important to him is blind loyalty, fealty. And they know they're not qualified. They know the only reason they're in these positions is because Trump put them in. So they will never, ever challenge him. They will never, ever speak truth to power. They would do exactly what he wants them to do.
I'd like it to be closed immediately.
Trump cannot get rid of the Department of Education unless he goes completely lawless, which might happen, and you can never say what he won't do. But to eliminate, to abolish the Department of Education, it would take 60 votes in the Senate, and that's never going to happen.
I am really all for the president's mission, which is to return education to the states. I look forward to working with the committee, our nation's parents, teachers, and students, and education leaders from all political perspectives to build a better future for every American learner.
The real question is whether she will have any control or whether she'll just be one of a puppet of Trump, a minion who just takes directives from Trump and Musk. And if she can go in there and again can work to try and help kids learn to read and to create educational opportunity, I've said this very publicly, I've said this to her people, I will do anything in my power to try and support her. But at heart, it really adds more resources to help vulnerable students. So it gives access for hundreds of thousands of children to pre-K so that our babies can enter kindergarten ready to be successful academically and socially and emotionally. Free lunches for kids who can't afford lunch and will go all day hungry if they weren't fed during the day. Money for children with special needs.
Why are you speaking like this right now?
When the assault on our democracy is front and center, you have to speak up.